Hey, fifth grade, this is Miss Adeniji, and this is our video for this week. So we're kind of skipping adaptations because I've made several videos about adaptations on the YouTube channel. And this is a lesson that we really haven't deep dived in. So I decided to make a video for traits. When we talk about traits, we talk about our genetics, okay? So our genetics are like our genes, not the genes that you wear, but the genes that are inside of us, okay? So genetics is the study of hereditary. And there's many things that make up our genes. So when we're talking about um, traits this week, we'll be talking about the things that make us us. Not only us, but also plants and animals as well. But today, we're just going to kind of focus on us a little bit more because I feel like when we focus on who we are and what makes us, it helps us better understand animals and plants. So let's break down some of these things that make up genetics. So we have the inherited traits, and inherited traits are traits that are passed from your parents to you. Now, when I say offsprings are you, okay? So these are traits that are passed from your parents to you before you're even born, okay? So these are traits that are passed to you while you're still in the womb, in the belly, okay? So these things are like your eye color, okay? The color of your eyes, your skin color, okay? Your hair color, how how tall you're gonna be, so your height, and let's see, I think that's it for now. So there are things like your eye color, your skin color, your hair color, and how tall you're going to be. These are traits that are passed on to you before you're even born, okay? So then we talk about things like learned behavior and traits, okay? Because these are also part of our genetics. So this is a skill that is developed after birth. So as soon as you're born, a learned behavior or a learned trait is something that you develop when you're born. Okay? So a way in which a living thing responds to its surroundings. So a living thing is you. So it's how you respond to your environment. So a learned behavior could be your manners, because we all learn manners. It could be what language we speak. It could be what religion that we practice. A learned behavior is also reading. Writing is a learned behavior. Okay. Your favorites. If you have something that you like more, if you have something that you dislike more. So you learn your preferences. Okay. So those are learned behavior, those are learned skills. Oh, also walking is a learned behavior and learned skill because we don't just come out the womb and we're walking, okay? That's something that we learn. So these are learned behavior and learned traits. Now, hereditary, and you see this nice little picture of me. Hereditary is traits that are passed from their parents to you before you're born. So in a way, hereditary is almost like inherited traits. However, hereditary goes more deep into hereditary traits. So things such as, do you have a gap between your teeth? Okay, so we can say teeth, and we can say gap. You have a widow's peak. I actually have a widow's peak. You can't see it. but I have a widow's peak that I inherited from my mom. So hairline, right? Um, I have very poor eyesight that I get from my dad. So hereditary has to do with your eyesight. And then you know how big your ears are. So I have pretty big ears that I get from my dad. Your ears. Also, you inherit your nose. So we can kind of see how different hereditary is from inherited traits. Inherited traits are more so as if like, you know, they're kind of the same, but they're kind of different too, right? Oh, also, can you roll your tongue? So I found out that my mom can't roll her tongue, but my dad can roll his tongue. So we can say rolling tongue. If you're double jointed, that's hereditary. So hereditary goes more deeper into inherited traits. Okay. Um, so I drew a picture of myself, and I'm going to identify, as I was saying these things to you, where I got a lot of my traits from, whether it was passed from my parents or if it was passed from my mom or my dad. Okay, so this is also something that I want you to create as well. You're drawing a picture of yourself and you're identifying traits that were inherited to you. Where did you get them from? So growing up, I didn't always have, you know, nice teeth. I had braces for 2 years, and then I found out that my mom has crooked teeth. So I got my teeth from my mom, and I'm gonna put teeth. Okay. So again, I have really big ears, and my mom has small ears. And also, if you look at your earlobe, is your earlobe attached or detached? And my mom's earlobes are actually detached, which means that there's a space between the earlobe and the side of her face. So I got my earlobes from my dad, and I also got my ears from my dad. So I'm gonna put dad. I'm gonna put ears and earlobes. Okay. Oh, also, your face shape is something that can be hereditary. And I really don't know where I got my face shape from because I'm not like, I guess it changes all the time. I don't know. But um, skin color, of course, I got them from both my parents because both of my parents are brown skinned. So I can put mom and dad. And I can put skin color, right? My hairline. So again, I got my hairline from my mom. My mom has a widow's peak. So I'm going to put mom, widow's peak. Also, you inherit your hair texture too. So I know I have my hair texture from both of my parents because I don't have one type of hair. My eyesight. So I wear glasses and I got my eyesight from my dad. Because my mom does not wear glasses. So I'm going to put dad, eyesight. All right. And then my eyebrows. So you can inherit your eyebrows. And I have really nice eyebrows that I get from my mom. My mom never has to have her eyebrows tweezed or waxed. And I don't either because, I mean, it's not a lot of hair. So I get my eyebrows from my mom. Mom, eyebrows. So again, when we make a picture of ourselves, we are able to identify the traits that are passed down to us. Now, if you want to, you can make a list of learned behaviors. Learned behaviors that you learned from your parents, whether it was speaking a different language. As for me, learning sign language, riding a bike, reading a book. Any of those learned behaviors you want to put down, you can put down. But the only thing I'm looking for is you drawing a picture and identifying where did you inherit your traits from. Who did you get your inherited traits from, either your mom or your dad, or if you don't know and you're not sure, you can just put, I don't know. Focus on the things that you do know when it comes to your face, though. You can look at pictures, or you can just guess. All right, so that's the video for this week. I will see you guys next week.